This is how Sam Sulek destroyed retention editing without even trying. We are right in the year 2005 and you're about to witness a spectacle. The founding of a platform called YouTube. While in the early stages the videos looked something like this.
Really.
Name is first
YouTube video, so I don't really know what to say.
The platform and its creators evolved over the next 19 years. Everything became more professional, perfectly scripted out, and perhaps a bit soulless. Now most videos look like this.
Let's go! I've trapped each of them in their very own $1 million private island.
I'm transforming this treehouse into a luxury mansion.
In this briefcase, I have $45,000.
Man, how times change. But then, when we least expected it, in 2023, an unknown new creator, or let's rather say savior, joined the platform, poised to change everything. His name is Sam Sulek, and this is his story. Let's dive in. So in this video, I will show you how Sam managed to become one of the fastest growing channels ever in one of the most cutthroat niches, with little to no editing, no thumbnails, and no prior YouTube experience in a world of low attention spans. And how he completely shattered the editing landscape with a simple 4-step viral gains recipe, which you can replicate in your own videos, no matter your niche or experience. This is not one of those recently popping up videos. Damn, they look all the same, telling you to keep it real, be more authentic, and suddenly you will amass thousands of views kind of tutorial. Trust me, I've tried it and it won't work at all. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but recording yourself for 30 minutes straight sitting in the car without anything else going on is rarely going to work for most creators. I'm here to tell you how to get the best of both worlds. Because let's be honest, we all like being entertained, but we also like to connect with people in a raw and authentic way.
Are you crazy?
Now, before we can apply Sam's strategy to our own content, we need to understand how he was able to gain those gains in more ways than one. Sam is a 21-year-old bodybuilder, and as of recording of this video, he's sitting at a ridiculous 3.1 million subscribers. That's almost 300,000 subs per month since he joined the platform. To put that into perspective, Sam grew his channel 5 times faster than Mr. Beast, which actually blows my mind. So what makes Sam so special? Is it because he trains so hard? No, well he does, but that's not the reason. Is it because his production value is second to none? Nope. Sam barely edits and has no thumbnails, things we have been taught that are the most important. Is it because when you are watching his videos you feel a personal connection? Is it because it just feels like you are hanging out with him, checking on his progress on... We are drawn to real people doing real people things because it's relatable. Sam is so passionate about what he's doing. Even if we maybe don't share his passion for bodybuilding, it just feels great to see his sparkle in his eyes being so passionate about it. Unlike other creators, he isn't overreacting like crazy when the camera is on. And this is something we can instantly recognize. Now you might be saying that's great and all that, but how can I apply this to my own content? And the answer is easy. Well, it all comes down to this 4-step recipe, which I'm going to reveal at the end of the video. Just kidding, I hate the stupid retention aid people use, so here's the recipe. Step 1, consistency. Sure, being authentic matters, but people wouldn't really get to know Sam if he wasn't consistent. He uploads every single day, and his community has learned that that's something they can rely on. Just like a TV series, they can tune in to check what their favorite YouTuber is doing today. Step 2, the power of memes. Sam says some strange things sometimes.
You're making it uncomfortable.
And when those things are taken out of context,
Well, this job interview is going great so far. So what would you say your strengths are?
Legs, chest, back, and then arms.
can turn into memes that people post all over social media, which definitely help them gain traction. Step 3, personal connection. Today, even though we are all connected online, many of us feel lonely and crave real human connection. We desire true friendships, attention, and good conversations. Sam understands and satisfies this need perfectly. Step 4, going against the grain. People are tired of overly edited content in the fitness niche. Sam is just such a breath of fresh air, and that's why he's so successful. He goes against the crowd. He's doing the exact opposite of what you hear being preached by YouTube gurus, which helps him stand out in a saturated niche. That's all. That's the secret. With these tools, you have everything at hand to reproduce his success. Right? Or was it all just made up?
It's fiction. We made it up.
If you think that's everything you need to replicate his success, you are wrong, because that's only half the story. So here's an update. Even though my title says how Sam destroyed retention editing, sorry if I debated you a bit here.
You got bamboozled, look at you.
I'm a strong advocate that retention editing is not necessarily a bad thing, even though it is often framed that way.
Retention.
I think that editing is an art and a great way to express ideas. My point is that editing should not be used to disguise bad ideas, or let's rather say shitty content as good content. It should be used to enhance the experience of the viewer. Also, retention editing is not going anywhere. I mean, look at those view counts. It works, and it will continue to work because there's just a huge market for it. Which brings me to the next point. Instead of thinking black or white, hyper editing or no editing, rather think of YouTube like a buffet. Sometimes after a 12-hour shift, I feel like I want a brain-dead action movie just like The Expendables. And the YouTube counterpart would be a Mr. Beast video.
Whatever you want.
Then there's days where I feel like more chill and I check out Heinz's latest drop. Or more cinematic, I'll check out Reza.
I just wish they had been more specific.
You get the idea. Over-edited or not, the key is that every one of those creators possesses a unique X factor, or like Ali Abdal likes to call it,
The unfair advantage.
remember when I said this? Is it because he trained so hard? No. Well, I was wrong. Kinda. You see, his unfair advantage is that he is a 21-year-old Hulk, because odds are you wouldn't have clicked on his videos if he looked something like this. The same is true for every successful creator. They all have something you only can get from them. And these X factors are not related to a single attribute like being big, but rather a combination of many. Here is what I mean. I found a template for a YouTuber called Jason Vess, which is called Better by Design, which I've tweaked a bit to fit the purpose of this video. This graph is basically explaining on a more analytical type of level where certain channels perform better than others, even without having the best camera gear, production quality or crazy editing. I know this is going to be a bit more technical, but trust me, it's going to be worth your time. We'll get there. We'll get there together. Hold my hand. So there's a total of 13 disciplines. Let's take for example Sam's channel. While I personally think that he scores quite high in intellect, he's definitely well spoken. He is without a doubt exceptional in personal connection. His videos average around 30 to 40 minutes, which is extremely long compared to the average of 11.3 minutes for long form content on YouTube, which is awesome if you can keep the retention up, and he definitely does. For visual effects and cinematography, we can fast forward because they are non-existent in his videos. For storytelling, even though he's just speaking what comes to his mind, I find it very addicting to listen to him. Humor is easy, this dude is funny as fuck. His video quality is quite low compared to today's standard, but it also helps him stand out. Funny how everything can be argued depending on the point of view.
See, Joey, that's the beauty of argument. Because if you argue correctly, you're never wrong.
He's definitely honest, unique, and is providing a lot of valuable, actionable information about fitness.
I'll actually show like the settings or whatever that I use.
He has definitely a remarkable personality, but his videos don't give me the impression that he's putting a ton of effort into them. Like for example Mr. Beast, where for title, thumbnail and hook Sam is like fuck these, and for aesthetics and branding there's also none. Except for his intro, which is pretty cool though. What a silverback. Now, as you can see in this graph, he's not ranking top scores in every single category. And here's the secret, it's impossible to do so. If you pack your video with too much visuals, you will lack a personal connection. If you focus on a personal connection, you will lack visuals. The key is to find the combination out of those disciplines which work for you. And there's no doubt in my mind, if you are able to rank top results in just 3 out of those 13 categories, that you will blow up on YouTube. Ideally, you want to pick something that you're already good at and improve those skills. If you suck at all of them, well then, fuck. And regarding editing, there's no right or wrong. Everything can work. And that's the beauty of YouTube. You have Mr. Beast on the left side killing it with retention editing. You have Sam killing it on the right hand side of the spectrum with no editing. And you have Ryan Trang in the middle killing it. Now it's time for you to find your sweet spot. And one last thing which came to my mind when I was doing research for this video. I stumbled across these videos. Their thumbnail design seems to be very popular these days. Anyways, these creators call Sam's editing style the
Authentic editing.
or the
Anti-editing style.
I like to call it the one moment. The real, actual, bona fide, what the fuck is true, valid style of editing. I insist on you only referring to this name onwards. If you don't, I will find you and bite your earlobe off like Tyson did with Holyfield. That comment though. Anyways, they like to sell it as it was something brand new. Well, it's not. Authentic editing is around since the very founding of YouTube. I'm just happy that it's trendy again, because with all that hyper-connected virtual reality, AI stuff going on, I think that having a genuine connection with another human being is going to be more important than ever. Well, boys, these were some thoughts that I had for a while on my mind. So let me know what you think. Do you agree or disagree? And almost forgot about that. Subscribe or I will also bite your ear off. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate the support and catch you guys in the next one.